What do you think is the most valuable piece of land in the world? Manhattan? San Francisco? Or my summer cottage in Chicago? The most valuable land is the human graveyard. It's home to lost inventions, unwritten books, and unfulfilled dreams. Buried there are all the things that people postpone for tomorrow. But their tomorrows ran out. So many of us go through life this way, don't we? What can we do so this does not become a reality? Don't die with your best life, your dreams, and relationships inside you. Give your best to the world while you are here. Live full, die empty. Have you ever witnessed a life lived this way? I know of a man who grew up poor, without an opportunity for education. At 15, he was working at a grocery store just so he could eat that day. His only asset was an old bicycle that he used to carry groceries for more than 50 miles. His circumstances fueled his mission that his children would never lack an education. So he worked very hard, and by 48, he accomplished his mission. He was the proud father of 3 college graduates. But a lifetime of hardship took a toll on his health. He passed away at the young age of 57. This person was my father, Balwan. He lived full and gave it all for his family and his mission. He died empty. Before his passing in 2010, I was stuck in this great trap of life called tomorrow. I was always checking things off my never-ending to-do list. I was sprinting toward a mirage, ignoring my health and happiness. My dreams and relationships were sliding right into the graveyard. Those were the dark days of my life. My father's sudden death was a wake-up call for me. It reminded me of my own lease on life, my limited number of days on this planet. And I asked myself, how can I honor his legacy? How can I live full? How can I die empty? I decided to focus on 3 most important areas of my life: my health, my dreams, my relationships. First, I took charge of my health to be as healthy as possible until end of my life. But there was one big problem. Pizza. I loved pizza. Let me explain. I could eat a 16-inch pizza after a 5-course meal. I could eat 2 when I was hungry. But if I was going to die empty, I had to stop eating like a polar bear and change my habits. How? By making small changes that added up to big changes over time. So instead of cutting a whole pizza into 8 slices, I would just cut it in 4 and ate only 4. That did not help. So I restricted myself to 2 slices every 3 weeks. I started exercising better. I started sleeping better. And all these changes were adding up. I was rewriting my health destiny one day at a time. I got into the best shape of my life. I was living full. Now I ask you, what small steps can you take today to rewrite your health destiny? Second, I focused on my dreams. I stopped postponing my dreams to tomorrow. I created a list, 40 dreams before 40. For example, 3 dreams are serving thousands of lives with my wellness seminars, sailing on a Disney cruise with my family, sculpting a 6-pack. I'm not yet even 40, but Disney cruise, check. Wellness seminars, check. six-pack. I have a thin crust, well-done belly now. Even my fat cells are dying empty. I'm living full. Now I ask you, what can you do today to accomplish your dreams? And third, I reflected on my heaven on earth. I realized it was the moments spent with my family. And my love was the best gift I could ever give to them. Love meant being present with my wife. Love meant caring deeply for my son. Love meant anticipation of our newborn next April. This is my son Shubham. Looks like me, walks like me, has great hair like me. He loves pizza. The joy of my life. Not the pizza, Shubham. He's also very strong-willed, like me. He drives his parents crazy, like me. Sometimes I consider changing his name to Payback. But he's joy of my life. It feels like yesterday when he was born, and I held him in my arms. I had tears of joy and sadness, reflecting on how he would never see his grandfather. He just turned 8. Very soon he'll be off, building a life and family of his own. Then it will be too late to create these memories, isn't it? Now is the time to make moments. Now is the time to pause. Now is the time to pay attention to these special moments that fly by so fast. Because if we don't, life passes us by. Seasons change, and the baby climbs out of the crib, off the bunk bed, onto the college dorm without us even noticing. Living full to me is creating blissful moments with my loved ones. Here's a blissful moment. My son Shubham in my arms. It's a perfect daily morning ritual. He comes running to my bed and cuddles with me on my chest for a few minutes. It also reminds me of the times I spent in my father's arms. I cannot describe this experience. It's heavenly. And I won't trade it for any amount of gold or diamonds. Blissful moments with my loved ones, this is how I'm living full. This is my promised land. This is my heaven on earth. Are you living full? What is your heaven on earth? Who would you imagine in these boxes? It's important to reflect how you're spending your life. Look at your calendar. Do you see blissful days? Are you doing something to create blissful days in your life? Or are you waiting for another day in Tomorrowland like I used to? Tomorrow is the greatest trap of life. One day rolls into next and a year goes by, and we still haven't had the conversation we always meant to have. Still haven't taken that vacation. Still haven't seen the northern lights. We tell ourselves today is a very ordinary day. So we wait and wait and wait for a perfect day that never comes. But life's clock keeps on ticking and may pass us by. Forgetting how fragile life is, we wait for Valentine's Day to show love, Christmas to give gifts, and Thanksgiving to give thanks. Imagine what it would be like to live every day as Thanksgiving Day and say thanks every single day. Friends, our time is limited. Our days are numbered. We won't be here forever. If you only had an hour to live, who would you call? What would you say? And what are you waiting for? A Jewish prayer sums up our life so nicely. Days pass, years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles of life. Friends, open your eyes. Let's walk fully alive in this miracle we call life. When you go home today, hug your families. Take that vacation on your health. One option the world offers is to take your gifts and your dreams to the grave. Other option is to live full. There are only so many tomorrows. You have the power to choose. Choose. Choose wisely. Choose to live full. Thank you.